Hello, my wonderful geometry students. So in today's lesson, it's topic 10-2, arc length, sectors, and tangents. So we're going to start off with arc length, okay? Arc length is a curved distance of an intercepted arc. It is a fraction of the circumference, okay? And there's two different formulas here for arc length. It is part of the circumference. So we are going to use the circumference formula in this problem, or in these problems. So arc length is equal to the degree, okay? So the 40 would go in for x, divided by 360, which is the entire circle, because the entire circle is 360 degrees, times by pi times the diameter, which is that circumference, okay? And then also x divided by, okay, so the 40 divided by 360 times by 2 pi r, and r is the radius. So depending on what type of information you're given in the problem will determine whether you use the formula with diameter or the formula with radius. So if you look here, we're trying to find the length of AD. So we're trying to find this part right here. So it's kind of like the crust of the circle, right, of a pizza. Right, the crust, when you cut it out, right, and you got a piece of pizza, and it's like a triangle, okay, this little, like that part right there, that's the crust. That is, we're trying to find the length of the crust, okay? So, we're just going to plug in everything into the formula. So, AD is equal to, now we got to determine which one we're going to use. Now, in this example here, we've got this 4.5, and that 4.5 is the radius. So we're going to use this formula, the one with r in it. So, okay guys, let's plug in all our information. So we're going to do the 40 divided by 360, and the 40 is right there, and it goes in there, right, and it's part of that, of the formula. Then we're going to times by 2 pi and then r, which is 4.5. All right. Now we're going to simplify. We're going to go ahead and we're just going to simplify. So let's start off with the circumference part of the formula. So you can do 2 in your calculator. 2 times the pi button, do not use 3.14, the pi button, times by 4.5. 40 divided by 360 times by 28.3. Okay, I rounded it. It's 28.27433388. So I rounded it to 28.3. Then you're going to take the 28.3 and multiply it by 40. So you get 1,132 divided by 360. Okay. And that will give you 3.14. Now, we are working with length, so we have a unit, and it's centimeters. So remember, length is one dimension, so it's not squared, it's just centimeters. Okay, guys, pause the video when you need to, okay? Make sure to ask questions. Now, okay, that's the one, we just did this one. Alright. Now I want you to try, okay? Now find the length of the following arcs and round to the nearest tenth. So you're going to find CD, AD, and ABC. So for AD, you're going to have to add all these together and subtract from 360. So, okay, first step for CD is pretty straightforward. You're going to follow the same one. So number 1 is pretty straightforward. For number 2, okay, you have to add all the different arcs together first. So you got to add all those together. And that equals plus 43 plus 104, 220. Then you're going to take 360 and subtract out 220. So 360 subtract 140. So this, the angle measure, angle like P, is that one's 140 degrees. Okay. Now with ABC, okay, ABC, I'm going to mark it in green. ABC is this entire length. So you're going to have to add 73 and 43 before you can use the formula. Okay, guys, I expect to see the try it problems in your notes. Please make sure you box your answer. That way I can easily grade it. Thank you. Now we're going to say sector of a circle is a region bounded by two radii in an intercepted arc. Blah, 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 blah. So, the area of a sector is a fraction of the area of a circle. So, area of a sector, okay? This is like when you take a piece of your pizza, it's the entire piece. We want to find how much area we took out, like, for each slice. So, one slice of pizza is a sector. The slice of the pizza is the sector, and we want to find the area that that piece of pizza takes up, okay? So, the formula for area of a sector involves the area of a circle formula, right? Pi r squared, that's area of a circle. And then we're going to take the degree measure and divide it by 360. Alright, so let's, we're going to use this formula up top, area of a sector, and we're going to fill in our information. So 78 is going to go in for x, okay? So, we're going to do this equals, okay, boom. This equals 78 divided by 360. So that 78 comes from right there. Oop. And we are going to multiply it by pi r, which is 10 squared. And that 10, again, comes straight from the problem. That's right there. So let's work on the area part of the formula first. We'll have 78 divided by 360 times by pi. Now, 10 squared is 100. And we can even flip-flop this and make it 100 pi. 100 pi. Then you're going to do 78 times by 100. So 78 times by 100 is 7,800. Hold on. Divided by 360 times by pi. And 7,800 divided by 360 is 21.6 pi. Okay, but this is also area, so it's centimeters squared. Let's say that the question, this is a rounded answer, okay? That's rounded. Let's say that the book asks, or a question specifically asks for the exact answer. So we can't just divide 7,800 divided by 360. We actually need to simplify the fraction. So let's simplify this fraction. So let's do 7,800 pi divided by 360. Okay. Actually, we can write the pi on the outside. Okay. Now we can simplify this, right? These both can be divided by 10. So 7,000, it'll be, if we divide 7,800 divided by 10, you'll get 780. 360 divided by 10 is 36. And that's pi. Okay. Now, let's keep going. Okay. So we're going to simplify it just a little bit further. And we're going to divide. 36 is divisible by 12. And so is 780. So 36 divided by 12 will give you 3. 780 divided by 12 gives you 65 pi. So this is the exact answer. Okay, the other one, this was your rounded answer. And I forgot the units. So, let me actually put the units in here. Centimeters squared. Alright, guys. Alright, so let's do example number 2, okay? And we're going to use the same formula again. And we have 165 over 360 equals pi r, which is 3, squared. So, the 3 came from there. And the 165 came from here. And it's not equals, it's multiply. I'm sorry, guys. Multiply. So, multiply. So, let's keep going, alright? Like I said, let's simplify the area part first. So, we're going to do 165 over 360 times by 9 pi, because 3 squared is 9. So, alright, at this point, okay, let's keep multiplying through. 165 times by 9 is 1,485 divided by 360 pi. Now, again, we need to simplify this fraction. If it asks for an exact answer, we can't give a decimal point. We actually have to simplify the fraction. So, what we need to do here, okay, is we need to think of what can we divide 1,485 and 360 by. What number can we divide by? Well, 360 is divisible by 9 because 36 is divisible by 9. So if you think of it that way, and we just multiplied 9 through the top, so we know it's divisible by 9. So let's divide it by 9. Divide it by 9. And we get 165 divided by 40 pi. Okay. Then we also can think about what can we divide. We need to simplify again. Okay, we're not in the simplest form. So, 165 is divisible by 5 because of the 5 at the end, and 40 is divisible by 5 because of the 0 at the end. So we're going to divide by 5. 165 divided by 5 gets you 33 pi, and then 40 divided by 5 is, 40 divided by 5 is 8. So we've got 33 over 8 pi, and we do not have units in this problem, so what you're going to do is you're just going to say units squared. So let me rewrite this so you can just say units squared. Okay, that is your final exact answer.